The English Electric Lightning was an amazing aircraft. Designed in Britain in the 1950s to intercept Russian bombers, it was extremely fast for the time, though it had no range. It is known for its distinctive and highly swept wings and vertically stacked jet engines. Now, I've always wanted an RC version, so I was excited to see Freewing come out with an EDF version, even though it's a bit on the small side. So, let's get started. No surprise, it comes in a box. That's well packed. Manual needs only a few pages to get its point across. CG is way aft of the leading edge. Danger, Will Robinson, a rather generic warning sheet. Okay, so looking at the fuselage, the classic Lightning beer belly is present along with the appropriate livery. Some nice details with the nose cone and panel lines on the fuselage. Exhaust is bifurcated from a single fan unit. Vertical fin has servo already installed, but I may need to get out some blue paint. The very weird looking wings show similar attention to detail. Interesting that the aileron servo horn is on the top of the wing. Embedded in the wing bottoms are a pair of stiffeners, which seem to get the job done well enough. Similar reinforcements in the elevators. You also get a set of non-retractable wheels with a steering servo for the nose. Servo T-harness and accessories. And a tube of glue. Lastly, some striping decals. Just a few pieces to assemble. Oh, and you get a cable pull rod too. So those weird wings are the first part of the assembly. Aileron servo leads are pulled through the fuselage using the previously mentioned pull rod. Out of curiosity, I decided to use the included mystery glue to mount the wings. I only used a fraction of the glue in that large tube. While that's set, I moved on to the elevators, which screw into place. You'll need that pull rod again in order to fish out the rudder servo wires through the fuselage. I taped a connector to make it easier to pull through the tight opening. I like to lay down a thin spread of epoxy for the battery Velcro. It sticks better than bare wood. There is an optional belly pan for gearless landing. You will need to apply the wing pin striping yourself. It's peel and stick, but needs to be cut to size. It doesn't take long and adds a bit of flair to the wings. Wing rondelles are water slide decals, just like on plastic models. Dip in water for a few seconds, dab some water on the wings, and slide in place. Be sure to soak up the excess water with a paper towel. I did Velcro over the cured epoxy and finally installed the receiver. Elevator neutral had way too much down angle, so I was lazy and just adjusted the sub trim on the transmitter. Much better. A quick control wiggle shows everything wiggles as they should. A 4S 2200 mAh battery fits snugly in the hatch. And with that, I got a Lightning. Tally-ho! The little Lightning waited patiently in the grass for me to give her a toss. She looked surprisingly content. But no time for laying about. We must fly. So that'll be interesting. Right, left. Good, up, down, throttle. All right, we do this left-handed, all hands on sticks. Wind is that way. This is gonna be good. No gust, no glory. Freewing, Lightning, 64 millimeter. Underhand, overhand. We'll find out. We're gonna do it right-handed.
Get on with it. Yes, get on with it.
All right. Go nuttin'. Hey, it's up. Going pretty good. Throttle back a little bit.
Look at that arrow. Cranked arrow.
Easily launched.
Scoot along pretty good. Trims seem pretty decent. I think it's got a little bit of a right roll to it. Need some up trim. Keep your eye on it. See what it's doing. It is low rates and it's definitely just fine. There we go, that's good. Yeah, all right. I think we're good on the trims. All right, I'm gonna bring her in a little bit. Half throttle, scoots along really nice. It's getting a feel for it. It's an interceptor, so it's not going to turn super quick, but it's all right. Do a full tick down runway. Scoots, pretty good. I'm going to do a little bit of a climb. Oh yeah, plenty of thrust. Hand launch was actually surprisingly easy. Throttle back. I'm gonna go up, try a roll here. Roll to the right, roll to the left. Slightly corkscrewish. What if I can loop it? All right, try for a loop. Hey, it looks really good. Whee! Try inverted. Not bad. Moderate amount of down elevator needed.
30 seconds.
I'm going to try high rates on ailerons. Come around.
10.
Here's my timer. Does the rudder do anything? We'll come up, hit a little bit of rudder. Whoa, yeah, whoa. Rudder puts a lot of roll coupling into it. All right, so timer's going off, let's bring her in. One last thing. Show you low speed. Stall looks like. Pitches up. Wow. Okay, so be careful. It was ready to pitch up into the swept wing stall of death. I could feel it. All right, landing. Give a little bit of throttle. All right, we made it over the threshold. Oh, it's what tended to flare a little more than that, but that's okay. It's nice. It's it's a smallish. So keep it close. Handles really well. I finally have a Lightning. Not bad hand launching, actually. Don't be afraid of it. Yeah. Oh, yeah.
I thought I would try a second hand toss after tweaking controls a little. Just like last time, hand launches are a non-event. I found the little guy quite sprightly with good thrust to weight balance. You can actually yank it around quite aggressively, which is good as the model can get small pretty quickly, so the ability to maneuver around in tight spaces is quite an advantage. It also quiets flight well at lower speeds for those that want to extend their flight times a bit. I like that it has a very distinctive shape in the air. You can't mistake it for any other aircraft. This is a very cool plane that is well executed and flies great, despite the cartoonish landing gear. Let's hope Freewing plans a larger one in the future. Hi, thanks for watching. Please take a look at the video description below for special HobbyView sales and discounts. Your purchases help support this channel. Happy modeling!